So guys, for my sculpture I'm going to be creating this kind of mermaid creature. You probably can't see it like that. Okay, so it's humanoid, and this is going to be the base, and she's going to be supported by her arm. Okay, oops. And this is kind of what her face is going to look like. So she's going to have two eyes and lots of muscles showing. So yeah, what I also did is I got a skeleton of a female and I printed it out to the actual size that I want my model to be. Yeah, so what I can do is I can use a caliper, if I find it, over here. So I can use a caliper and I can say, okay, so the arm is going to be this big, and I can relate it to my model. Yeah? So, to get started, we've got our piece of wood, which is going to act as a base, and we've got the thick wire, which is going to be the main support. And let's go with the wood for now. So I'm going to measure our skeleton, and what I know for sure is that I want her to be a bit longer. So maybe something like that. Yeah, so this will be from the head till the end of the tail. We're going to start by stretching this out a bit. Okay, so I'm going to cut that. Okay, so after that, figure out how this is connecting. So maybe I will just do the arms on their own and then T-connect it. Yeah, I'll do that. So, from this piece, we know we've got the arm, which is here. And this is the body and the tail. So all I need to do is add the head from here. I'm not going to add the full length of the head. So just half. Okay, so there's the tail, there's the head. Which kind of makes sense as well. Okay, so we were measuring the arms, so that's one. Can also measure where the elbow is, and then we're going to measure the torso and the shoulders. The mark in the middle. Then we're going to go down, elbow, wrist, arm. Okay, so that kind of fits perfectly. So I know that one shoulder needs to be bent upwards. The other one needs to go down. So yeah, that's kind of it. So this arm we can also bend inwards. That's fine. And I'll keep going straight. Okay, cool. So if this is the head, from there, the shoulders are going to meet right here. So this needs to connect this way. Right? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut some finer wire. I'm going to use it to hold this in place. So where's the head? Over here. So I'm just making a loop, and I'll give this a twist, or maybe not, because I think this is gonna break. So I twist it even more. Let's try it out. Okay, that's okay. So that is that. And I'm just gonna wrap this around a few times. Now at this point you guys can just add milliput to it. Okay, so we mix these two together. I'll show you how to do that later, and just put a bowl around it to hold it in place. I'm going to just solder it down because, yeah, why keep things simple, right? So this is what I need. Chuck that in there. So that's the shape, the position that I want it to be in. And I'll get the soldering iron, which, yep, should be hot. Solder. And I'll just start heating that stuff up. So the idea is to put so much solder that it's going to drip through all the edges and create a decent bond. Okay, so we've got this, right? Everything looks fine so far. Now we need to add the part of the rock, which is this height, and I'm going to use this much to attach it to the arm. Okay, straight down. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to attach some kind of supports to create a kind of tripod. Yeah, so it'll have better support once it's stuck inside the wood. So, attaching this to the arm. We'll get some tenor wire. And I don't want the wire to get too thick, because then her hands, I won't be able to get them thin enough. So that's another issue we need to take care of. I put the tripod, as I said before, okay, and I also added in between struts to give it more support, and then I bent it around so that when I just leave it, it kind of supports itself, okay, so it's balanced. And then what I did is I marked on the piece of wood where these supports need to go in, which that's it. And now I'm going to drill the holes and hopefully get them stuck inside. Okay, so I'm gonna get the drill. So that is one. The other one's gonna go in at. Best thing to stick this in would probably be this stuff, which is some kind of resin. And we'll use a paper. Hopefully this hasn't completely hardened up. It's been a while since I used it. Make sure it's really mixed in together, because otherwise it doesn't harden properly unless both parts are mixed equally. Okay, we're gonna take that out. All the holes. And while we're at it, we can add some more support to the T section where we joined everything together. This is what we have so far. It's kind of hardened, it's still a bit soft, but this thing's not going on, no worries. So, I was going to use tin foil to kind of do the chest and the hips, but I don't like it. So, I decided that I'm going to try and build the rib cage and the hips and a bit of the bone structures using milliput. So, first things first with milliput, get rid of the stuff that's going to get stuck to it. As far as I know, yep, also earthen. So, gloves would be a good idea. So I'm going to cut equal parts. So I'm using the reference to see the size of the rib cage, maybe a bit more. Then making half of that. And the same amount of the stuff. Which I think this is the catalyst. Okay, now knead them together. And the best way of doing this is by flattening them up together. And then you tear up a piece and put them on top of each other. So what I'm also going to do is I'm going to kind of rake it a bit so that the clay will stick to it better. Okay, so that's her chest. And move on to the hips. Oh, something like this. So guys, this is what I got so far. Yes, so we have the basic kind of shape, the anatomical structures of it. There's clavicles. Clavicles, are they clavicles? I don't know what they're called, I forgot. Anyways, there's the basic structure, so I can attach muscles later on with clay. And then start sculpting. Yeah? So that's it for now.